Hello and a very warm welcome, viewers. You're watching the brand new edition of India Fights Back with your host, Kriti Mishra. The Union Health Ministry has issued fresh guidelines for administering COVID-19 jabs. It has said that pregnancy does not increase the risk of COVID infection. Most pregnant women will be asymptomatic or have a mild disease, but their health may deteriorate rapidly, and that might affect the fetus as well. It is important that they take all the precautions to protect themselves from acquiring COVID-19, including taking vaccination against COVID-19. It is therefore advised that a pregnant woman should take COVID-19 vaccine. Patients suffering from severe pregnancy-induced hypertension or immune suppression treatment should be offered vaccines only after the consultation and permission of the doctor. And for deeper insights on this, I'm joined by Dr. Alka Kripalani, Director and Head, Center for Minimally Invasive Gynecology and ART, Paras Hospitals, Gurgaon, and Professor Y.K. Gupta, Member, National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration for COVID-19. Welcome to Sunset TV, both of you. Dr. Kripalani, coming to you first, the Health Ministry has advised and announced that pregnant women can be vaccinated against COVID-19. Ma'am, a very important milestone in the expansion drive of our vaccination program. Your opening comments, ma'am.
Thank you for asking me this question. This is a very, very welcome move, and it's very much needed because pregnant women are assessed, their immunity is low, they are more susceptible. Pregnancy is a condition where they have to go out, they have to show to doctors. And from I have been the president of FOXI, so FOXI and all associations have been constantly requesting the government, and we really are very thankful to the government for, okaying this vaccine for the pregnant women, which is a game changer and will be life-saving for pregnant women.
It will be a game changer, Professor Gupta, and it will be a life-saving step for pregnant women. Your take, sir?
As Dr. Kripalani said, that this is a very welcome move because earlier there was an apprehension. This was not decided whether the pregnant women should get it or not. But now, after getting all the information and more detailed safety assessment has been done, and now it has been found that both the vaccine, Covaxin and Covishield, are safe if given in pregnant women also. However, it is recommended that a slightly long-term follow-up may be recommended. Is also made very clear that even if a pregnant woman have some comorbidity, they are also safe to be given, but it is always good that they consult their physician before getting this vaccination so as to have any doubt in their mind be clear. So, and the doses of the vaccination, the frequency of the vaccination, and the care after means you watch after for 1 hour or maybe for half an hour window period is essentially the same. So pregnant women should not have now any apprehension, and there is no possibility of any teratogenic effect or any problem in their pregnancy outcome if they take vaccine. So vaccine, both the vaccine can be taken up by the pregnant women, whether it is a Covishield or Covaxin, both vaccines are safe in pregnant women. So that is the very important policy decisions based on the safety evidence.
All right, so there's no room for apprehensions anymore. And as Sir said, that both vaccines that are available right now are safe for pregnant women. But Dr. Kripalani, when should a woman get vaccinated if infected with COVID-19 during her pregnancy?
It's a very important question. If somebody has had COVID, as in non-pregnant, the guidelines are we should wait on for 12 weeks, 3 months before she gets vaccinated. And the same policy applies to pregnancy also. So if any lady who has got COVID and then she wants to take the benefit of the vaccination, she should wait for 3 months, and same policy applies in lactation also. And we are very thankful to Government of India. Previous few weeks back, they okayed the vaccine for lactating women, which is again very, very important. And very recently, the vaccine in pregnancy has been okayed by government of pregnant women. Although in the West, USA and UK, there is quite sufficient data that they started vaccinating their pregnant women, and all that data shows that they are safe and they are helpful. So abiding by that and taking advantage of that information, our pregnant girls should not have any apprehension. And I would say we all witnessed the second wave, how bad it was, and God forbid if another wave comes or the COVID has not gone, so they should religiously take vaccination in pregnancy and in lactation.
All right, as ma'am, you're saying that there is sufficient data to prove that vaccines are safe. But Professor Gupta, there are still apprehensions about safety of COVID-19 vaccines for pregnant women, whether there'll be side effect or not. What is your take, sir?
No, I don't think that there should be any apprehension because the decision has been taken on the basis of the data availability in respect of both these vaccines, and therefore there should not be any confusion or hesitancy or any doubt about the safety of both these vaccines, about any of the pregnancy outcome. And neither the pregnant lady nor the child or any complication which it can likely to produce. However, I would recommend that a slightly long-term follow-up is to be done. And I think that's it. And that is one of the important change which has made the pregnant women also, I think, safe, immunized, and better prevented with COVID. And maybe Dr. Kripalani can give better.
Right, sir. But you talked about long-term follow-up, sir. What do you mean by that? What is it that pregnant women have to follow religiously?
I think is a good to follow up means the regular follow up, which is the antenatal checkup. I think that's all is required. It's not a big follow up means you don't have to do much more ultrasound or X-rays. It's the now normal routine follow up need to be done.
All right. So normal routine follow up. That's the normal protocol that we have to follow. But Dr. Kripalani, are pregnant women with COVID-19 infection at increased risk of adverse pregnancy outcomes? What is your experience throughout the pandemic now?
Yes. Now we also have sufficient experience. We have seen, initially we used to think the course will be same. But you see, pregnancy is an immunocompromised state as such. And if they go in labor, then the condition respiratory distress syndrome may be severe. They have to be, admitted. They have to be seen. Although we all have been taking care of these pregnant patients and their delivery, but our guidelines, and we were following that if somebody is in active COVID, we wanted that phase to pass off. She should not go in labor because it will be at risk to the patient as well as to the obstetrician to take care of the COVID positive patient. But as such, it is not seen that the course of the disease will be very different. Although some data, our compilation of data shows that the disease may be more severe than in non-pregnant ladies, especially respiratory complications. And as such, pregnant lady, 2 lives are at stake, herself and her baby. So we have to be really very careful.
All right, ma'am, as you said that we have to be very meticulous and we have to be very cautious. But ma'am, what is the data telling us about recovery rate of COVID-19 positive mothers?
Data tells us that the course of disease may be a little more severe, adverse outcome may be more. As such, there is not that in pregnancy there will be something drastically different. But as I said, pregnancy is in itself a high-risk condition and the 2 lives are at stake. So the course may be maybe more serious, especially respiratory problems. And the outcome basically depends the recovery rate, what strains are there. And but if you compare equally with non-pregnant and pregnant are at higher risk because of immunocompromise and because the course of the disease, but nothing dramatically different in outcome like in long term.
Do you think that pregnant women are at high risk of developing complications after COVID-19?
Yes, definitely. As I said, pregnancy is a condition where there is some immunocompromisation and any disease which happens in pregnancy. Otherwise, there is nothing dramatically difference in the outcome except more respiratory complications, delayed recovery. But having said that, pregnant women who are high risk, like who have diabetes, who have hypertension, who have immunocompromised SLE and other diseases, they are at very high risk because in pregnancy, their immune status is affected.
All right, ma'am, you were also telling us about lactating mothers. There are a lot of questions around breastfeeding. What are the kind of precautions a mother has to take? What about COVID-19 vaccine and the precautions that she has to keep in mind?
COVID-19 vaccine is, giving triple protection. If you give it in pregnancy, the antibodies go to the baby, they cross the placenta, and baby is, protected for next 6 months. So, and these antibodies are very protective for the fetus. And if you give vaccination in the breastfeeding mother, again, the antibodies which are protecting the mother, they will pass through the breast milk to the baby, and baby will also be, protected at least for the 6 months, the studies have shown. So this is a win-win situation. Baby gets the antibodies, baby gets the protection at the cost of the mother when mother gets vaccinated in pregnancy or she gets vaccinated during breastfeeding. So it is advantageous for the baby as well as for the mother.
Advantages for the baby as well as for the mother. But ma'am, since we're talking about antibodies, there's another important question that comes to the mind. Whether pregnant women can pass the virus to their babies during pregnancy and during delivery?
This is a very, very good question. Actually, by and large, the answer is no. But some studies, anecdotal studies are reported in the literature where virus was detected in the umbilical cord or placenta. But by and large, majority of those studies, none of the studies have proven that the virus gets transmitted through the mother. So no, right. The answer is no.
Answer is no. And ma'am, what is your suggestion to the women who are planning to get pregnant?
Again, very important, because daily we get inquiries from patients, madam, can I plan pregnancy? Very well. It is not going to affect fertility. It is not going to affect fertility treatment. It is not going to affect if you become pregnant. Rather, you should see best disadvantages and benefit versus risk situation. Benefits are so many and risks are so many. Somebody gets COVID. So it is very, very important. All those girls who are planning to become pregnant, who are planning to get infertility treatment, it is not advocated to be delayed any further.
All right. As you said, ma'am, even during the infertility treatment or ART measures as well?
Yes, ART measures as well to a non-COVID person who wants to get vaccinated.
All right. But ma'am, one of the biggest worries that, of course, all of us are thinking about is the third wave. What is your take, ma'am? And then a word of caution to the pregnant ladies around about the third wave of COVID-19.
Nobody knows future. Nobody can predict the future. But we have to be wise by our experiences and failures. And we should learn from the experience of other countries. So we should be prepared that the third wave will be coming. God should be kind and it should not come, but we should have all preparations. All our pregnant ladies, all our would-be mothers, they all should be vaccinated. So if third wave comes, we don't witness that much morbidity and mortality. What in the second wave, the horrifying experience we all have gone through.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. But ma'am, a very important concern that pregnant women have, of course, it is an unprecedented era that we are living in. This pandemic is around us. How do pregnant women manage stress, anxiety, and depression?
I think this is a very pertinent question. Not many people have asked me. We just say get vaccinated, take care, wear mask. We don't know a pregnant lady, what is going on in her mind. She's so protective towards her child. She's so fearful. So we have to have some psychological counseling. As obstetrician and gynecologist, it is our duty to spend more time explaining them how to avoid COVID, how to get vaccinated. There are so many myths around vaccination going on. So it is duty, I won't say only on obstetrician gynecologist part. It is duty of all healthcare providers to give special time and counseling to the would-be pregnant and pregnant mothers and relieve their anxiety, because the fear of unknown. We all are in fear. But see, the pregnant ladies is so much of fear. So we should spend extra time explaining her and trying to vaccinate majority so that they don't get into that situation.
All right, ma'am, that's a very important message that you're giving. But before we sign off, ma'am, what is your word of advice, your word of caution that you'd like to give to would-be mothers across India?
I'm very clear in my mind, would-be mothers all over India. Life will be like this only. Whatever comes to us, God has given, we have to face it. So do what you can do. So all of you girls, get vaccinated as early as possible at the first opportunity. Follow social distancing. That is, wearing the mask properly is very, very important, and maintaining social distancing. I see people are going around in malls and markets and the girls are enjoying chaat parties. This is not correct. Be fearful and try to be, it is good to be cautious, and it is good to be, rather than sorry late. So take all precautions, take vaccination, plan your pregnancy, and in pregnancy take all precautions.
All right, ma'am, those are very important tips that you gave. But you joined us on the show today. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
For the invitation.
Well, viewers, that's all we have for you in this edition of India Fights Back. But before that, let me remind you once again to stay safe from the coronavirus pandemic. Remember to wear a face mask and wash your hands and face regularly, and ensure that you maintain physical distancing whenever you're stepping outside. These simple precautions are all it takes to defeat this pandemic. Take very good care, and goodbye.